Hi, it's Anne from The Useless Crafter, and today I'm going to show you how to do this in Design Space. This cute little bag, and give you all the details. So it's more of a lesson on when you're constantly doing the same names for different seasons, right? Like Santa bags, Valentine's Day treats, Easter baskets. I'm going to show you how to do it in the easiest way possible. But all right, before we get started, let me make myself smaller because you don't need me that big. And yeah, I'm going to show you how to do it. It's going to be super, super easy. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do. I appreciate all the support that I can get. All right, let's get started. So first thing is, let me show you the font for that one because it's so cute and everyone's been asking. It is Eiffel Shine from Creative Fabrica. So I will make sure to drop that link down below. And you can always try it out. So Creative Fabrica has a deal for $1. You get to try it out for 2 weeks. So, see if you use it a lot. I use it a ton for all the different fonts. I mean, there's so many other things that come with it, like SVG files, print files, so that you could do your cake toppers and stuff like for your background. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff in there. Just try it and see if you like it. All right, let me make myself even smaller. You don't need me that big. Okay, so let's go into Design Space. The reason why I feel like this is important is I'm a room parent at my daughter's school, so that's the same 24 names that I do throughout the year for different projects. The one that I'm doing right now is the Santa bags. The Santa bags, this is my recommendation. I go onto eBay. There are multiple versions of this bag. I've bought from various sellers, and I like it because it's not that expensive. I want to say it ends up being like $5 a bag, between $3 and $5 depending on how many bags you buy at one time. So it comes, everything's fully designed, ready to go. The only thing you need to do is add the name. So I don't think it's worth the effort to get it cheaper and having to do the whole bag, because that's a lot of vinyl, a lot of heat transfer vinyl. Not only that, but because the bag is so big, the amount of time to cut out all these different pieces, I think you need to factor in your time value. And so for me, it's worth it to buy the bag ready to go. So that's just my little piece right there. All right, so once you have the font, I do like Eiffel Shine. I feel like it's a very elf-ish, perfect for Santa bags. Okay, so the first thing that I would do is, and this is for if you have grandkids and it's always like the same 10 grandkids that you're going to do all your projects for, or a room parent, or you're doing all the cousins and you're constantly doing this. What I would do is make a master list of the names. So I'm going to type in a bunch of names right now, and kind of keep in mind too, do you always want to capitalize the first letter? Some fonts, it's going to be all caps and it won't matter how you type it in. But if you're going to do different fonts here and there, I would type your master list the way you would want it. So I'm going to type in some names right now. I know, I'm just going, and I will, hit the enter key to do the next line. It really doesn't matter as long as the list is all together. So I'm just going to do a few more names just to show you what it's like. And then, all right. So I'm going to save this as master list demo. If I can type this morning. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is your list. I'm never going to change this list. Or, I mean, you can always add to it or whatever. But for the most part, this name, Master List Demo, is the one. So what will happen is, let's say I'm going to go now. I'm going to go home. Okay, so 2 weeks later, I'm going to do Valentine's stuff. I'm going to go to my stuff. I'm going to go to this list, my master list demo, and I'm going to customize. Oh no. I'm so used to clicking OK. Well, this is what happens when you have a new update. So we'll quickly do that. All right. We should be back in. Well, it takes us back to the home page, so we're all good. I think we're going to have to go find our project again. So let's go to my stuff, my master list. I'm going to customize. So here's my list all ready to go, right? I'm going to change it to the font that I want. And in this case, I'm going to go to my system and it's Eiffel Shine. Wow, it looks different, right? And I click on this. And do I need to do anything else? Oh, there. Okay, so it changed it, right? Now what I want to do is I want to size it. So when you take your bag, measure to see how much space you have in that area. In this case, I would say for the bag is really wide. So my main constraint is going to be the height. So I'm going to measure both. My height is, it looks like the space between the letters is about 3.5 inches. So to be safe, I'm just going to do 3 inches. And 3 inches is sizable for this bag. So I'm going to do the name 3 inches. And I could probably go, the max size that I want to go is 18 inches long. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab this, right? And I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to make it so that when I measure Bodhi, it's going to be about 3 inches. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so that I can see everything. So 3 inches, this is 2 inches, 3 inches. So I'm going to do it to where the B goes down to 4.5. And this is all, just to be quick, but you can always make some minor adjustments to it. So this looks about 3 inches. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ungroup it and I'm going to grab each one of these. And here's the thing, you can either combine, you can weld, or you can attach. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to attach it, okay, and I'm going to show you why that makes a difference, okay? So now, before I do anything, I'm going to go to save, and I'm going to save as. I don't want to save because if I save, this is going to change my master list to Eiffel Shine and any changes that I make. So I don't want to do that. I'm going to save as, and I'm going to do, change it to Christmas bags. So again, then my next project, when I go to do Easter baskets, I'm going to go to my master list demo, my original one, change the font, and then change the sizing to however you want. Now I'm going to show you, this is the only one that's attached, right? So when I go to make it, this is why it's going to be important to attach. Bodhi is the only one that spells out the name correctly. Everything else, all the names are mixed up because it was just ungrouped and they're all together. We do not want this because you don't want to have to put down each letter for each bag and make it look all nice and neat and straight and spaced correctly, right? So you want to cancel that and you want to grab each one of these and attach. And I'm going to do just a few so that you can see it. And then while you're attaching, you can also double check your size. We know that 3 inches Bodhi is a short name. We know it's not going to hit the 18-inch max, but Charlotte might. So what we want to do is we want to grab Charlotte. It's 3 inches and 13 inches long. So we're totally good. We're going to attach. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like when we go to make it. Now we're going to have a few names because we've only attached a few names. And oops, it looks like I didn't click on it. And now you see Charlotte's all together, sized properly, spaced properly, all ready to go, right? But the rest has it. So you want to just make sure you're still working with that. The other thing is when you go to do this, because we're doing iron-on, and I'm going to cut it, I've already cut it on glitter iron-on, you want to make sure you mirror it. Otherwise, you're going to be an unhappy camper. All right, I'm going to cancel out of it. That's how I quickly do projects. Again, as room parent, I am personalizing so many things for my daughter and her classmates that I have my master list. I go in here. The hardest part is finding the right font, and I'm going to show you that really quickly now. because we're already in Creative Fabrica. It's one of my favorite things from Creative Fabrica is you go to Tools and you go to Font Cloud. And I'm going to open up Font Cloud. Font Cloud is free for anyone that has a free account with them. So you don't need to have a paid membership with them. But I do like it. So I do have a paid membership. So what I like is this is how I manage my fonts. Every time I download a font, I open up Font Cloud and I upload my font. So I'll go to browse, I'll drop in my font. And the reason is because now what I can do is I can go in here, type in Charlotte, and all the fonts that I've ever downloaded on any device, not just on this desktop, but on my laptop, on my other desktop, on my friend's desktop, whatever, as long as I'm good about uploading every single time I download, then I have access to all of them. So even though I may not have downloaded Aquarium, for instance, on this one, I can click on Aquarium and I can download it because it's in my font cloud. I can do this on any device. So this is the way that I manage my fonts. So I'm going to exit out of this but look at now I can quickly see what Charlotte looks like in Ashley Regular. Do I want this birthday balloons? That's pretty cute too. I like that for Valentine's Day. Or do I want a cute little script? Here's one that I've used for a dinosaur birthday party before. These are bones. It's all very cute. You could see it more easily. That's how I do it. So I hope this was helpful for you to do all your bags for your family, all the grandkids, all the cousins, all the siblings. It's super cute. All right, comments, questions down below. Thank you so much. Have a great holiday. And if you're just starting right now or not, for all levels, I have a workshop coming up in February 2023. It's called XOXO Craft Girls. I'm co-hosting it with Josie from Sophie's Corner Crafts. And we have 3 different classes that we're doing. We're doing Zoom and also in person in Texas. So it's going to happen in February. It's for all levels. So what's great about it is we will have the project's ready to go. If you're doing it in person, it's cut, you're going to assemble, and then you're going to understand why we did certain things. When we go back into Design Space, it's going to click for you. If you're doing it online, we will have the Design Space tutorial for you to follow so that you can create it and cut it at home. And then we're going to be online together to piece it together, go over all the tips. And then that's a great time for any questions that you have while you were in Design Space. So again, it's for all levels. We're doing a cake topper class, we're doing a 3D letter class, and we're doing an off the mat. With those 3 projects, even if you only take one, I do truly believe that after taking the class that you're going to be so ready to tackle pretty much any project afterwards. But if you take all 3, for sure. And if you take all 3, I get to know you, and you can always I'll recognize your name and you can send me personal messages. All right, happy holidays. I'm going to link everything down in the description. I look forward to seeing your projects too. So see you. Happy holidays. Bye.